Whoa, this is Nico B, and it's just the Even All Around podcast. Hit that like and subscribe button. Donate to the Patreon if you so see fit. Donate to the Black Cause, and I'm gonna get into this quick message. You know what I'm saying? And this is like a response video, pretty much to the video that the YouTuber Chrissie did about this Hotep guy who think was this like a bisexual man who got like four black wives. He a bisexual black man. Forget his name. I have to, you can watch Chrissy video. I'll leave a link in the description box, and you can check that video out and find out his name. Anyway, and in the pretty much the topic was, do black women really want a conscious brother? You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a good question, you know what I'm saying, to pose, but I'm definitely gonna get into contrast to some of her points because some of them I think, you know what I'm saying, is just pretty much common sense and pretty much, you know what I'm saying, ridiculous arguments. So basically, you don't have to choose between a conscious brother, a brother or a black man who knows, what his place in society at this point in time, who knows his history, who knows the tactics and the things that it's going to take to ensure the betterment of his next generation of the kids after him, and his kids. So you don't have to choose between that man and a man who makes money. You don't. My brother has his own business. This right here, I'm doing my own business. I'm selling clothes, merchandise, everything, books. I write books, you know. Um I have different platforms. So at the end of the day, you don't necessarily have to be working for the white man. You know what I'm saying? To make money. You don't. So you could be conscious. It's like Chrissy forgot the healthy medium that you have here. Cause definitely the dude that have with the multiple wives, he was a bisexual porn star. Well, he was a gay porn star at first, and now I guess he found some consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Really, to me though, all this stuff, all this conscious stuff right now is just popular. I said this before, but if you're not living this shit and you're not really about that life, you know what I'm saying? Then you need to go and get the hell out of, you know what I'm saying? Get the hell out of Dodge. You know what I'm saying? Cause this ain't for you. This ain't no for play. You know what I mean? This is real talk. This is like people is living and dying for this. You know what I'm saying? When you see my platform, you see the messages that I give. They don't I don't bite my tongue. They hard hitting. Cause I know, like I said, I want to ensure that the generations after me, you know what I'm saying, my kids and they kids can, don't ever have to deal with the mental terrorism and the things that we've had to deal with and the people before us had to deal with in this country. We want to, establish generational wealth. Also, we want to be vigilant in slapping down, all of that, the false narrative, that allowed people to look at blacks and Hispanics as less than human at one point in time, or Native Americans as less than human at one point in time, because it was like that. Especially with blacks, they tried to make it seem like we were subhuman species or something, like we weren't even human. And I never let that, sit by, and I didn't let that type of talk or those type of things be alluded to again. You know what I'm saying? Because even my generation of people had to deal with so much mental anguish, to that came with, this system of white supremacy. But yeah, so you can, like I said, it's a difference between being conscious and being Hotep. Hotep dudes and Hotep women, I don't rock with. I don't rock with no Hotep dudes who be sitting there talking about the woman is a god, and I don't rock with no women who think of that with that same mentality. Cause a lot of these Hotep women, they phony. You know what I'm saying? They false. Like, and you could tell, like even with Chrissy video, and I'm gonna get to that. But these Hotep women, they be the first one to swirl. They be the first one to date outside they race. You know what I'm saying? When you be looking at the dudes, the white guys and who be with black women, a lot of time these be them natural hair, shea butter ass black women. You know what I'm saying? But they just then Hotep they self right into some white dick, and that's all, and pretty much they happy with that. And the Hotep, and they still trying to continue their Hotep shit. I'm gonna tell you this: do not, and this is the same with the this goes into the controversy that's happening with the Advice show Phil. You know, now he's talking to a Hispanic woman. You know what I'm saying? Now his show is basically Phil's show, the Advice show is basically a show that's covering news media. He's not a conscious black man, or he's not host. He may have consciousness, but he's not conscious as y'all classified. And we need to stop. You just give names to everything. Quit trying to label everything. You know what I'm saying? Because black men who out here are being activists, who are actually active, in the betterment of their people, such as myself, you don't have to classify me as anything. I'm a child of the Most High, a child of God, and a believer in Christ first and foremost. So I just can't sit idly by and watch people being oppressed. The same with Moses, when Moses was born, and they didn't. He was born into the Egyptians, but he was Hebrew, but he seen, what I'm saying, he wasn't getting oppressed like them, but he saw the Hebrews being oppressed, and he stepped down from his position and helped his people. I don't want to sit around. I can't sit around and see my people being oppressed and all this shit happening to them, and some of them being lost and not knowing where to go. You know what I'm saying? So just because I love my people and promote my people don't mean I hate other races of people and all of that. But I'm definitely conscious and vigilant. You know what I'm saying? Vigilant to stand on, to stand at the crossroads to make sure this stuff doesn't go backwards again. You have to be vigilant because you can get this stuff to happen in a different way. Hitler just mobilized all of the Germans just off of his rhetoric with the Jews, and made them think, what I'm saying, that damn, that we don't like the Jews, like the same thing that happening with immigration and all of that. So, I'll ride for anybody who being oppressed. You feel me? And at the end of the day, that don't mean that I hate white people or want go, make no money with some of them. Of course, I'm gonna make some money, you know what I'm saying, if it makes sense. But you're not finna get over on me. I ain't finna soft shoot for your ass. You know what I'm saying? And when it come time, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna roar on bark on your ass and make sure you do what I need you to do. And you're not finna oppress me. That's it. So I mean, with Chrissie said, like I said, it's a healthy medium. You don't have to be some Hotep nigga to the woman is God, and you running over there and not taking baths or not bathing with soap and using all vegan products and all of this shit. You ain't gotta do all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the country has been created, since the conception of America, it's been black and white. You understand? So black people been over here just as long. We ain't trying to hear no shit like, but the only thing is, the white people were over here with the resources, so they were able to adapt to, and incorporate the good things of this, of life and of this country. We've had to dig a lot of shit out of the mud and come from behind on the back end. So that don't mean that the stuff that the white people got is bad. Hell no, give me that. Give me that shit. I need that. I'm gonna need that, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been withholding it for this long. So now when we in the run is to get it, and in a position to get it, why the fuck wouldn't I want it? Hell no, I don't need to go to run Africa and not have electricity and these amenities. No, nigga, y'all bro, because y'all nigga had the structure, y'all were able to incorporate these yourself into these things very intricately and take over these things. That's why they own all the structures. That's just because y'all been over here raping and pillaging. You know what I'm saying? So now shit is on the even kill. You know what I'm saying? Give me that. I'm gonna need that. Feel me? I'm gonna require that. So I don't know what the fuck these people be talking about. These hotel people, when they be running off and don't want to, assimilate. You know what I'm saying, with the society that you helped build. The fuck. You know what I mean? I don't know none. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I definitely want to go to Africa too, to mesh the two. But I'm not, from Africa. Like, what I'm saying, I wasn't born there, so I don't know much about that. Africa. You know what I mean? The land. But I love to get to know, what I'm saying, more about it. I'm learning more about it. That's what the American black man is doing. The first people on this earth were black. They were found in Africa. The black man and is the progenitor. Black man and woman is the progenitor of the races. You understand me? This is historically proven. So it's no point for black people to be trying to, do this extra stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, like they do, just to feel normal, or, you know what I'm saying. You need to just get enough consciousness, you know what I'm saying. You could get the most high and he'll teach you, you know what I'm saying, give you enough consciousness to be a functioning human being. That's all you need, like, you know what I'm saying, and really, and to empower yourself to do better, you know what I'm saying, and to want to do great things. Because, yeah, don't get me wrong, like I said, for the longest time it was a narrative, that black people, men and women, couldn't do certain things, shouldn't do certain things. These things weren't black, or these things, or you were inferior to do them. You've had a black president. No more glass ceilings are there for you. You know what you can do. You can do whatever you want, just like anyone else. So you don't have to resort to this Hotep, mentality, or, like I said, everything is black and white, and you start moving wrong like that. And for the women, though, like, I will say this on a side note, like I said, for Chrissie. Now, if you sitting there now, if you are considering yourself to be a writer for black people, and her videos is colorism. That's all she talks about. So how, I don't see how is it that you could get with a man who's not conscious at all, or you want him to be lightly conscious. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get that. You need to. That's very confusing, and I think that's kind of, that's kind of phony. Because at the end of the day, well, if that's the case, then, and you really not, and you don't want to hear that in your everyday life, you really not feeling that, then take all these videos down. You know what I'm saying? You got like some almost 100,000 subscribers. Why the fuck are they listening to you? Because you ain't living his life. Like, it's like I said, this dudes out here, the dudes who, it's some dudes who you might have been talking about, talking about the conscious brothers who, who they make commentary on black women, they do all this stuff. These men, it's some brothers out here who are living this. You know what I'm saying? Not no, they ain't got no white wife out here, or they ain't got no, nah. They need they women. They need they women to get it right. They need they women to get it together. You know what I'm saying? And quit with all this trivia. Because, like I said, all this trivial shit. The thing about black women, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, a lot of black women, they not conscious or whatever. Like I said, conscious is cool right now. This is a trend. It's nigga, like, nigga, watch out. This ain't no trend, you know what I'm saying, to be defending your people, and, you know what I'm saying, to actually have some sense and common sense, and stop being a coward. You know what I mean? Stop being a coward, sucking white dick and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want to say anything. You just so PC. Oh, the white man owns the money. Oh, he all this other shit. You know what I mean? Nah, this dude's out here actually bombing and actually living this conscious life. You know what I'm saying? And you can call it what you want, but I'm just saying, I'm aware. I'm self-aware of who I am, what I could do, my capabilities. You know what I'm saying? And the strength I possess. And I'm sorry, and no one's gonna take that from me. And at the end of the day, the white man, the white woman, y'all people owe us. Y'all owe. Right now, I've said it before. Y'all owe, because at the end of the day, y'all sat back and enjoyed this the position y'all have held from white supremacy. Y'all ain't fight it, and I don't care about if it was you that weren't directly involved in the slavery. It don't matter. You directly benefited from it, because at the end of the day, that's how the Most High God looks at things. He visits the sin on the fathers on the third, fourth generation of people. So I'm looking at it, you know what I'm saying, from a higher level of thinking. You understand? Like, that's why that black folks don't hold much generational wealth, not because they just didn't want to. Just the way that these things were set up. You know what I'm saying? And the slap your hand. No, you can't do that, or I'm gonna press you here. Who the hell? These people don't want they white supremacy, for the most part, they white supremacist society to go away. Because if they had to deal and dig out the muck and the mud like we have, they will react a totally different way. Because we seen white people collectively, they react totally different ways. When it comes to them, like, they quick to jump out the ship and just start going crazy. You know what I'm saying? When they feel they being oppressed. So, like I said, man, if you're looking for, like, At the end of the day, if you looking for a conscious brother, you can get that. You can get a brother who's smart, self-aware, you know what I'm saying, down for his people and not no coward. And he's not no Hotep nigga. You know, and he's not no nigga who don't want to work a job or, you know, no matter, you know what I'm saying, or don't want to use the white man's products and he want to move into the woods. Nah, that's not every black conscious brother. Like I said, you see those dudes on YouTube, you know, people like myself bombing on the daily. You know what I mean? Bombing for they people, doing shit. But at the end of the day, black women want to argue with them. You know what I'm saying? Black women want to argue with them all day. They ain't trying to, you know, build with them. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what I'm seeing is like I said, Chrissy talking this nonsense. You got, what I see is you got two different groups of women, of black women. You got the ones who say they want this, they conscious, they just doing this shit because it attracts a white man. You know what I'm saying? They got all this going on. Um, Also, you know, you got the group of conscious women who say they conscious, who say they, you know, they down for this and the whole nine, but they really just in it for the privilege that it give them because these niggas are talking about the black woman is God. You understand? So these niggas willing to worship them, damn near. They in it for, so you got one group who in it just really for, they phony, you know what I'm saying? They in it for the likes, they in it for the hits. You know, they in it because it's cool. Now the other group, they in it because they think that they could be worshipped. You know what I'm saying? And they're an average looking black woman who really don't get no attention nowhere else. And now they get into this movement and they think they're gonna be a object of worship. And number three, you got the group who swirling like a motherfucker, who quick to suck some white dick. You know what I mean? Quick to jump on some Hispanic dick. Quick to do all of this, you know, bouncing around, you know, and talking all this and still want to hop on YouTube and talk this nonsense and actually think we should listen to them. Me personally, I don't listen to these nonsense motherfucking Hotep motherfuckers. I don't listen to these and after this, after seeing this video with Chrissy, you know, it's starting to make me think, why am I even listening to her? Because you want to talk this colorist crap that's really just like a straw man. You know, colorism exists, but it's, you know, it really exists mostly in the black community. You know, y'all the only black folks is the ones who really be talking some light, but that's just another small smoke screen of more mental illness. You know what I'm saying? And hangups. We can continue on, but yeah. So I'm not listening to these people who really not about this life. Like if you're not about your really about this black movement, you know what I'm saying, and really establishing everything that needs to be established so that black people can get, you know, get their just due and get a really and actually get on the even keel where white folks start owning things, start doing things, getting their mind right, staying out of jail, stop having these kids out of wedlock, etc., etc., etc. If you not down for that and living that life, you know, if you want to duck from it, you know, in your personal life, you want to, yeah, you could date who you want to date. You sure can date who you want to date. You could date a green motherfucker, but you cannot hop on her and act like you're some authority when it comes to the black family or listening to you when it comes to black issues. You know, yeah, a level of your credibility has dropped. Sorry to say that. That's just is what it is, and especially with you women, because you can't be swirling out here, then hopping on her talking about black empowerment. You ain't doing nothing but empowering the white man. You taking care of his kids. You siring his kids. You raising his kids. You giving him all the affection and help, so he could go out and do other things. Because you know when it's two people get together, the man can go out and do other things, or and the woman too. So you can get to the next level. We don't understand that about black folks and relationships. All our relationships is about sex. You know, the lady looking, oh, nigga got that, the nigga tall. Oh, the lady got that fat ass. You know, black women be looking like some of the most stupid, trivial things and picking a man. You know, he's tall, he's, you know, yeah, some skin color, he got a, you know, haircut, bald head. Or, shut the hell up. You understand? You need to be worried about other things that, you know, that where you can see if this man can build, can he provide, is he a coward, does he have, you know what I mean? All these things. So with that being said, like I said, I see the point that Chrissy was making, meaning that you have two different groups of so-called conscious people. One of them is a fraud, you know, and you need to find a healthy medium because it's a lot of frauds out here thinking that this is just the cool thing to do. You know, it's cool until it come time for action. It's cool until it come down to them to come out and speak against, you know what I'm saying, a white man, or speak against someone who's oppressing them, true oppression. And when it come that time, they shutting the hell up. You know what I mean? And getting the hell out of Dodge. So, yeah, it's a healthy medium. You ain't gotta be living out on no boonies, you know, living on the fucking the fucking laws of the land and shit, and hunting your squirrels and using shea butter. Like, you ain't gotta be doing all that to be conscious either. And the black woman ain't no goddamn god. She's nothing but a human being like you. And honestly, you should be the head of her. Because we all know, like I said, for the spiritual brothers and you know who know about this, I mean, Eve bit the apple. Eve caused sin to come into this world because the woman is more susceptible to this foolishness and out of order stuff than men. Men are in more order. You understand? So men are here to police the women. I mean, you can take it how you want to take it. That's God's mandate. Take it up with God. This is your boy, Nico B, Even All Around Podcast. I am out.